How much explosives do you think can fit in this one? Asked a Ukrainian bomb disposal expert, holding up a blue and yellow owl mascot in front of astonished pupils attending emergency drills at their school in Kyiv on Thursday. Law enforcers organized the training after a series of hoax bomb alerts this year forced the evacuation of schools in the capital Kyiv and other cities, including Kharkiv, Lviv and Zaporizhzhia. Kyiv blames them on Russia already waging a hybrid war against its former Soviet satellite, while also threatening full-blown invasion by amassing more than 100,000 troops near the Ukrainian border. The purpose of Russian special services is obvious: to put additional pressure on Ukraine, sow anxiety and panic among the public. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov did not respond to a request for comment. Russian officials have blamed Ukraine for a similar series of bomb hoaxes that have forced Russian schools, shopping centers, and kindergartens to evacuate tens of thousands of people. After a pause, the hoax alerts in Russia resumed this month as tensions between Moscow and Kyiv rose. In 2014, Moscow annexed Crimea from Kyiv and went on to back rebels fighting government troops in eastern Ukraine, an unresolved conflict that has killed 15,000 people to date. The West has now threatened Russia with severe sanctions if it invades again. NATO, the Western military alliance that goes back to the Cold War and that Ukraine now wants to join, has put its forces on standby as the United States leads international talks with Moscow aimed at diffusing the latest escalation of East-West tensions. The risk of an open Russian military intervention may not be the most pressing one for Ukraine. Ukraine's Center of Defense Strategies think tank said the main threat was a hybrid invasion, including more cyber attacks, disinformation, as well as bomb threats at schools. It's always very sensitive when it's about children. It creates a lot of tension and stress for the parents, for the whole society, said Elena Frolova, a deputy head of the think tank and a former deputy defense minister of Ukraine. That leaves Ukraine relatively calm but nervous. As Ukrainian servicemen in winter camouflage patrol mainly quiet front lines in the east of their country of 41 million people. In Kyiv, holding emergency bomb drills for pupils serves as a stark reminder of the peculiar state Ukraine is in, neither at war nor at peace. The mascot owl can hold a kilogram of explosives, enough to kill anyone within 5 meters and wound those up to 15 meters away. The Ukrainian policeman, Oleksandr Sh. told the teenagers. He showed the class video clips of explosions and scattering shrapnel, artillery and mortar shells, grenades and mines, as well as improvised explosive devices resembling a box of chocolates and a mobile phone case. His colleague summed up the uneasy 45-minute class: children, don't be afraid, don't panic. In case of a bomb alarm, follow instructions of your teachers. Then a siren went off at the school on the left bank of the Dnipro River, and pupils and teachers quickly rose to evacuate. More than 360 children, from 6 to 16, lined up in the snow-covered schoolyard. It's scary, said a 13-year-old student who gave her name as Zhenya. It makes you realize this can become our everyday reality, she said, nervously scratching off dark varnish from her nails. I like going to school for lessons and to meet friends, not for this.